This now, and City Power says illegal electricity connections are behind the outages in Midrand, Rabie Ridge. And Rabie Ridge has been experiencing repeated outages in recent weeks.
Now, City Power further says that the outages are a result of illegal electricity connections to nearby informal settlements as well as mushrooming backyard rooms. But ENC reporter Pule Lishwiti has more on the story and he joins us now. Pule, good morning to you. I hope you're keeping warm from wherever you are since you are outside. And from my understanding, you're particularly in an area facing power outages. Very bad time, I have to say, for these outages to occur, when most South Africans right now need as much warmth as they can. But what has been the reason behind these outages from where you're standing? I understand you are in Midrand in Rabie Ridge.
Well, good morning, Dumela. And yes, indeed, it's quite freezing out here where we are, and residents are amongst those who are saying they need electricity to actually be in their homes and actually have running appliances, electrical appliances to keep warm. What we are getting from the Johannesburg City Power is that there's been an increase in unplanned outages due to illegal connections. And what this does in turn is that it affects businesses and paying customers. But joining me now are residents who are actually furious and say they actually want to tell us more about this. They have admitted that yes, they are connecting legal, but they are saying there are more concerns on plate. Thank you very much, Butam Amtala. Thanks for joining us this morning on ENCA. If you can tell us, what are some of your grievances and concerns as a community? I'll hold it for you.
Yes, boss. Sine complain la. Esquadra camp sa Samarigana, Kanana extension 4. Sine problem manje niskipela ugesi. COVID-19 kuyabanda akuna parafini asazi ukuthi senze njani. So then angazi according to Luna bekufanele ukuthi sibe nogesi. Nisimaintaine umkuku nisifakele i-box to box omunye nomunye asimaintainele ugesi wakhe ngendlela e-right. But this thing eniyenzayo, it's out of order according to me because it's too cold. They don't have paraffin. How can I survive it?
And it's been illegally connected as well, and it's affecting other people within neighboring communities.
Yes, so I just want to know this thing you are doing here today. It's all over the squatter camp, or it's here in Marikana only. If it's here in Marikana only, it's unfair. But if it's all over the squatter camp, it's good. But let's give us a plan to provide with box to box into Mkuku to Mkuku. It's whereby to maintain the electricity. By the way, you need it.
No, thank you very much for joining us, Puton.
Thanks, boss.
All right, Dumela, there you go. As much as they do admit that some of these connections are illegal, they're also saying that it should be an inspection around all neighboring communities where there's been an illegal connection. But I just got to ask my colleague Gift to just show us the operations currently taking place. Now, what I want to explain to you is that this informal settlement has been built under an electrical pylon, which is used to supply, or rather generate electricity to households. City Power saying that's quite dangerous. And as you can see, these are some of the illegal cables that are connected to generate electricity to some of these informal settlements. And they're saying that residents run a risk of actually placing their lives in danger because of what's currently going on in this community. We've also seen children as young as 3 years old walking around freely, stepping on some of these cables that have been on the floor or rather on top of water, which exposes them to high-risk danger. And these are some of the concerns that City Powers is actually trying to bring across.
Sure. That looks like a pretty, detailed connection operation that's been happening in that particular area there, Pule. Yeah. What are City Power officials saying? Because this comes off the back of them having given an update about how these illegal connections are affecting infrastructure such as substations, for example.
Well, definitely. What they're saying is that there's been 4 substations that have been damaged since the beginning of June. Now, we know of one as well as in Alexandria, which was also blue due to a lot of illegal connections. Now, what they're saying is that places pressure on these systems, and in turn, it's also costing them millions of rands to actually sustain and fix. And therefore, that's why they've taken this opportunity during during lockdown level 3 to actually on a joint operation to go with the SANDF, the Johannesburg Metro Police and the SAPS to try and call community members to order, to say the level of compliance needs to be adhered to. And what's going on right now is nothing but undermining the law of the country. And as if you heard, community members are saying as much as that can be the case, they are also concerned about electricity. How are they going to survive during this coronavirus pandemic they find themselves in, because they need to keep warm, and they also have children. One example I'll explain as well, Tulas, is that a young man we interviewed earlier said that what happens to online classes when the electricity isn't there? These are some of the concerns that they're raising, and they're saying there wasn't any communication, no communique whatsoever from the authorities, and that's the problem.
All right, that's ENCA's Pulele Chwete out there in Midrand there, tracking that operation by officials to disconnect illegal electricity connections.